He comes from a secret place, far below the city streets, hiding his face from strangers, safe from hate and harm. He brought me there to save my life. And now, wherever I go, he is with me in spirit. For we have a bond stronger than friendship or love. And although we cannot be together, we will never, ever be apart.
Good. Looks good. Everything's healed beautifully. Can't believe it's a year. Any pain?
Mm-mm.
Loss of feeling?
Nope.
This one that gave us so much trouble. We can remove that now. Make an appointment for next week.
I don't know.
Well, when it's convenient.
No, it's not that.
You want to have it removed.
I don't think so.
Kathy, it's not a complicated procedure. I can do it in the office.
I've gotten used to it. I'd rather just leave it.
I'm surprised. Don't you want to put it all behind you? Once and for all? Wipe the slate clean?
No.
It's been a rough year for you. Why cling to it?
Because it's been the most wonderful year of my life.
Good work. When do we go to the grand jury?
Not yet. I'd like more. Another solid witness, maybe those missing documents. Something that decisively tips the scale in our favor.
Well, I'm working on one last possibility.
But it's all there. You can follow the trail. Taylor's importing operation. Counterfeit fashions from Taiwan. Using his wholesale outlets to market the knockoffs. The whole thing's a money laundry for the mob.
Joe, Taylor's being represented by Evan Brannigan. We all know it's going to be war. We only get one shot. I want this nailed down tight before we present it.
So, we keep hammering.
Marino's expecting you both at the mayor's reception tonight.
I suppose you've got a date.
How about you?
Certainly.
Oh, I really thought we had this case wrapped up.
Hey, kiddo. We didn't knock your socks off. But I definitely think we've got both shoes untied.
Vincent, come and take a look at these. Mars's diagrams for his new project.
Ventilation system for the deepest chambers. Conceptually brilliant, but quite impossible to execute.
Still, I suppose even Da Vinci had his off days.
You look as if you're ready for a journey.
My sister's told me of a wondrous place she calls the Crystal Cavern. I don't expect to return until tomorrow afternoon.
Narcissa and her wild tales. But why this interest in mythical caverns?
Actually, I am in search of a gift.
For Catherine?
Mm-hmm. It's been a year since she first came into my life.
I just shudder to think what the next year may bring. You know, Vincent, I used to rue the day that you two met.
I know.
I never dreamed I'd one day look upon Catherine with the fondness that I do.
It's been a time filled with things we never dreamed of. It's been the most miraculous year of my life.
You know, you two share something quite extraordinary. Something that touches the best in all of us.
To hear those words coming from you, it must.
You mean there's still hope even for an old man like me?
Always.
Vincent, you might enjoy this along the way.
Thank you, Father.
Safe journey, Vincent.
Your date parking the car, Radcliffe?
Yours must be in the powder room?
Yeah. I don't know what they're missing, huh?
You look great in a tuxedo.
I feel like a head waiter. I hate parties like this. Everybody dressed up to impress people they don't know and don't want to know. There's Marino over there with the mayor. Better pay your respects. Oh, did I tell you how gorgeous you look?
No.
Well, consider it done.
You're blushing.
No kidding.
America Salvin.
Joe Maxwell. Erica.
Joe.
Well, it's really nice to meet you.
The music's nice.
Yeah, it is nice, isn't it?
Do you dance, Joe?
You're gambling. So are you with the mayor's office?
No, I'm an attorney. You?
I'm a deputy DA. Joe Maxwell. Crime fighter. I left my cape with my other suit.
Are you ever serious?
They don't pay me enough.
You know, your date is very beautiful. Is dancing with me going to make her jealous?
Date? Oh, you mean Kathy? No, we just work together. She's one of our top investigators. And who am I stealing you away from?
Oh, someone very rich, very eligible, and unfortunately very boring. I left him talking with his broker. I doubt he knows I'm gone.
Well, he sure as hell should.
Oh, thank you, Joe.
Bye-bye. Hi, Ted.
Oh, Catherine, the gang's all here.
I heard you got a conviction on the Allen case today. Congratulations.
Thank you. Would you like to dance?
Sure.
Joe's playing the fast track tonight. It's Erica Salvin. She's one of the young Turks at Proctor and Brannigan. Hasn't he heard about fraternizing with the enemy?
How should we be able to forget those ancient myths that are at the beginning of all peoples? The myths about dragons that at the last moment turn into princesses. Perhaps all the dragons of our lives are princesses, or only waiting to see us once beautiful and brave. Perhaps everything terrible is, in its deepest being, something helpless that wants help from us. So, you must not be frightened if a sadness rises up before you, larger than any you have ever seen. If a restiveness, like light and cloud shadows, passes over your hands and over all you do, you must think that something is happening with you, that life has not forgotten you, that it holds you in its hand. It will not let you fall.
It's been marvelous, Joe.
I don't want this evening to end.
Doesn't have to.
Joe!
Later, Radcliffe.
Levinson's looking for you.
Tell me about it. I was doing his office a half an hour ago. Do I look okay?
No. But you look like you had fun.
It's not what you're thinking.
No?
No. I met the most incredible woman last night. We left the party, and we walked from the hotel all the way down to Battery Park. Just walked, talked about everything, till the sun came up. It was great. She's terrific.
Erica Salvin?
You know her?
I know she's with Proctor and Brannigan. Do you?
So?
So they represent Philip Taylor. Remember him? The guy we're grooming for the grand jury indictment?
There's over 100 attorneys at that firm. She's probably never heard of Taylor.
Don't you think you better ask, Joe? You might be looking at a conflict of interest.
Oh, now you're telling me the rules? Don't worry, Radcliffe. Too much?
Too much.
I don't even know Philip Taylor.
Well, he is one of your firm's major clients.
I know who he is, but I've never dealt with him. I'm in the corporate division.
Look, I had to ask. The case is very important to us, and I don't even want a whisper of impropriety.
No, Joe, I understand. Absolutely.
I hate to have things complicated for us so soon, but if we're going to see one another, everything's got to be out on the table.
Good policy.
And you thought this was going to be easy.
I didn't know what to think. I still don't.
Is that strange, you and me?
Well, I don't know. I guess that's what makes it kind of wonderful.
Morning, Erica.
Mr. Brannigan.
No, sit. What's this? Oh, sweet. Sounds like love. So, tell me about him. What's the story on Mr. Maxwell?
He's very bright, charming. He grew up in Brooklyn, poor parents. His father was a cop. He graduated Westfield Law School. He's very committed, aggressive.
Aggressive I know about. He's pursuing this Taylor investigation like some kind of personal crusade. Erica, I'm depending on you.
He's a straight shooter. He believes in what he's doing. I don't think he can be bought.
Well, can he be slowed down?
Maybe.
Oh, we haven't a great deal of time.
I'm aware of that.
Maybe we could make him a job offer. Would he be interested?
He might be.
When are you seeing him again?
I'm not sure.
The trick to landing a game fish is in setting the hook. There's a lot riding on this.
As soon as we review the material. Good. I think we can settle this without litigation.
May I ask who's calling? You're very welcome. I'll let you know.
I guess I'm early.
I think I'm late. See if you can move my 2:30 to 3:30.
Certainly.
And make sure that the Harrison contracts are ready for this afternoon.
I will.
This is quite a layout.
Oh, one of the perks of being an obsessive-compulsive.
I know something about that.
Although lately I've been trying to get a little balance in my life.
With me?
That strikes you funny?
If I'm the balance, lady, we're in big trouble.
What's on your mind?
I don't want to go back to work.
Okay. We'll stay here all afternoon.
What?
Yeah. Let's call the office. Tell them you won't be back this afternoon. I'll go first.
No, I can't. I can't do that. I've got all kinds of work to do. I've got to go back.
Okay.
I could just see Levinson's face.
You've worked there a long time.
Mm.
Don't you ever get tired of it?
Right now, it's the only game in town.
Don't be so sure.
What do you mean?
Well, maybe I shouldn't be telling you this, but the recruiters in the firm have been looking at you.
Wait a minute, wait a minute. I don't know if we should be talking about those.
Fine. I just wanted to let you know that you have other options. We're not stuck in the DA's office. I'm sure we're not the only firm that's interested in you. An attorney with your talents has lots of choices.
That deposition puts Taylor in a box and slams the lid. I think we got him.
I haven't gotten to it yet.
You haven't?
I'm sorry, Kathy. I got a lot on my mind.
This has been top priority for months. What else is going on?
I'll read the deposition tonight, okay?
Read it now.
All right, fine. I'll read it now. It's just I got a lot going on, you know? Personal stuff.
I'm happy that you're happy. It's great to be in love.
It's not that simple.
Well, it never is. But you can't just drop everything else.
What are you trying to say?
I'm trying to say that ever since you got involved with Erica, something's happened to you. Something's happened to your edge.
Are you accusing me of backing off the Taylor case?
I am accusing you of acting like a moonstruck teenager who won't do his homework. Now, you let me know when you come back to Earth. We have work to do.
Narcissa and her wild tales.
Glad he came up. Yeah. Not this time!
You're getting too old, Joe.
Sometimes I feel that way, Franklin.
Guess I'll be getting back to work.
Yeah, I'll see you later.
Can we talk?
Sure.
If I was out of line, I'm sorry.
Don't be. You were right. Things are getting pretty mixed up. Looks like Procter & Brannigan's gonna offer me a job.
What? I don't know what to say.
I've been grinding away here for 5 years, waiting for a shot like this.
And they're really gonna make you an offer?
Erica says it's coming.
And is this what you want?
Oh, yeah. Kathy, I busted my butt putting myself through Westfield Law School at night. Only the big firms don't recruit from Westfield. So I came to the DA's office to make a name for myself. And I have. And somebody's interested.
Well, then I'm happy for you, Joe.
Thank you. You want some coffee?
How does this affect the Taylor investigation?
Well, I'm pulling out of it.
No.
Well, it's the only thing to do.
No, Joe. You've worked too hard.
Kathy, don't you see I have to? It'd be a conflict of interest.
Joe, you pull out now and we lose all our momentum. If they care about you, if they're really interested in you, they'll wait until after the case is resolved.
That could take months or longer. I'm not sure if I want to wait.
This gives Brannigan everything he wants. He's neutralized you, and he gets more time. A delay.
They serve coffee to their clients in china cups. You believe that? They've got the top 2 floors of the Tremaine building. The top 2 floors. And it's quiet.
Is that what it's about, Joe? A big office and china cups?
Hey, I don't want to be sucking stale dregs out of a styrofoam cup when I'm 50.
Joe, I hope you know that I care about you, and I only want what is best. But this just doesn't feel like you.
Why not?
Because you're worth more than this.
Yeah. Yeah, put her on. Hi, Erica. Okay, I guess. 9 o'clock. Yeah, me too.
I have tickets for the ballet tomorrow night. ABT, do you want to go?
Ballet? I don't know.
Give it a try.
Erica, there's a problem, and we have to talk about it.
What kind of problem?
Us seeing each other with the Taylor case pending. I've given it a hard look, and there are things about it that just don't feel right to me.
Joe, I don't understand. Joe, tell me what's on your mind. We promised to do that.
I don't think we should see each other until after the investigation is resolved.
Joe, I admire your integrity. I mean, that's part of what makes you so attractive, but I really think you're overreacting here.
No, I don't think so.
I'm in a completely different division. I have nothing to do with Philip Taylor or any of the lawyers who represent him. I don't see any conflict.
Your firm is recruiting me.
The offer wasn't officially made.
But even if I think the firm is recruiting me, there is a conflict.
Joe, you're splitting hairs. I really think you're making a big deal out of nothing.
It is a big deal. This is a case we've worked hard on. I'm sorry, Erica. Believe me, this took a lot of soul searching.
Truthfully, I think you better ask yourself if this isn't an excuse for something else.
Like what?
Like your fear of being involved with me?
Erica, believe me, I want to have a relationship with you.
Intimacy is scary. Just make sure you're not using these ethical considerations as an excuse to chicken out of a relationship.
Erica, wait.
Here, keep the change.
Erica.
Keep your hands in plain sight and step out of the vehicle. Whoa, take it easy. I'm with the DA's office. So, turn around and put your hands against the car.
This is ridiculous.
Sorry, Mr. Maxwell. Your car matches the description we just got on the 211 suspect vehicle.
It's all right, no problem. Honest mistake.
Okay. Found it on the floorboard?
Oh, come on. Oh, come on. You gotta be kidding me.
Mr. Maxwell, you're under arrest for the possession of narcotics.
You have the right to remain silent. If you give up the right, anything you say can and will be held against you in a court of law. You have the right to speak with an attorney. You have an attorney present during questioning.
This whole thing is a setup, you know that.
Of course I do. You think I want to do this? Joe's a friend. But he has to stay on the sidelines until we can get it cleared up. Procedure dictates.
Joe deserves better than procedure. I want to talk to Moreno.
I've been talking to him all morning. He wants you on this. Everything else goes on the back burner until Joe's cleared.
I don't want any.
Joe, it's Kathy.
Well, this is a real red letter day, huh? Finally got my picture in the paper.
I got a copy of the police report and talked to the arresting officers. There's no way this is ever going to stick. The phone tip was bogus. There was no robbery, no getaway car, so the search was illegal from the get-go. The evidence will be suppressed and we'll have the charges dropped by the end of the day.
The damage is done, kiddo. The headline, that's what people remember. I'll just be another damn rat who beat the system on a technicality. Damn her!
You're gonna come through this, Joe. Moreno will never abandon you. You're way too valuable.
Yeah, but I'll be shuffling papers, not trying cases. Lawyers in mud-splattered suits don't fare too well with juries, Kathy.
Stop it. You're jumping to conclusions. We're gonna fight this thing.
Hey, will you save the pep talk? I am out to sea in a cardboard boat, and we both know it. she played me like a bass fiddle.
Are you sure it was Erica? Maybe Brannigan paid someone else.
It was Erica.
Okay.
Kathy. Thanks. But forget about it. You'll never be able to prove anything.
Trust me on this one, Joe.
Yes. Yes, of course. Show her in.
The end of my aloneness.
I understand you had a visitor from the district attorney's office.
Yes, Catherine Chandler. She's one of Joe Maxwell's investigators.
Yes. And she suspects your involvement.
She has no proof.
No? What did you tell her?
Nothing. I denied any involvement.
You are going to have to hang tough now. You realize that?
There was no need to plant drugs in his car. Did you have to destroy him?
You seem to be forgetting what we set out to do. I hope you haven't confused your loyalties. That could be dangerous.
Mr. Brannigan, I swear to you...
There's no room in this for weakness.
Hello. Catherine Chandler, it's Erica Salvin. I think we should talk.
All right, Erica. Can you meet me tonight?
I'm still at the office. Maybe I'm being paranoid, but I think there's someone waiting for me.
Well, have you called the police?
No, I don't think that would be a good idea. I'd like to talk to you first.
All right. Lock your door and don't open it for anyone but me.
Thank you.
I'm on my way.
Building's closed, miss.
I'm with...
Building's closed, miss.
I'm with the district attorney's office. I'm meeting Erica Salvin. She's expecting me.
Who's she with?
Proctor and Brannigan.
Just a minute, please. Miss Sullivan, this is lobby security. There's a Miss Chandler here from the DA's office to see you. Fine. Thank you. You can go on up.
Who is it?
It's Catherine.
Thank you for coming. I was so frightened. I thought someone was following me when I tried to leave.
I didn't see anyone out there.
I didn't know anything about the drugs. Please believe that. I never thought it would go this far.
Okay. Why don't you tell me what happened?
Brannigan was afraid that Philip Taylor would be indicted. He wanted some information on Joe, on the case. He asked for my help. Maybe I could slow things down.
Do you know who planted the drugs?
Brannigan has an investigator who handles all of his confidential matters. His name's Cassidy. He's probably mixed up in this. After you left, I confronted Brannigan about the drugs. And he made some veiled threats. He must be afraid I'll talk.
I think we better get out of here.
They're coming down, both of them. First car.
Got him. Car's empty.
Thanks.
No problem.
Well,
Well, we've got a date with the grand jury 2 weeks from today. And when we take Taylor to trial, I'll carry the ball.
and how about everything else? Are you okay?
I am now. I owe you, Kathy. You stuck by me. I don't know what to say.
Just seeing you at a loss for words is enough.
You know, I'm gonna frame this. Hang it up next to my Westfield law degree.
No problem. Excuse me. Tom, I need to see you. Yeah, what we seem to have. Please go right ahead.
What can I say to you?
You being here says something.
I got lost, Joe. I don't know if you can understand that. After all this is over, behind us, maybe.
Maybe.
It was a year ago, tonight.
How remarkable you are, remembering such a dark moment with dancing light.
It's a time for celebration. I found hope again that night. I found you.
I have something for you. I wanted to give you something from my world, something for you to carry with you, a keepsake.
It's beautiful.
It comes from our deepest chamber. Reminds me of a piece of eternity.
I'll cherish it. I wanted you to have a part of me to hold close. When I was little, I was terrified of the dark. And I used to have an awful time falling asleep. My mother gave me this rose. And she told me that whenever I got frightened, to hold the rose and to think of her. And to know that wherever she was thinking of me. It helped me to go to sleep. Until you came into my life, Vincent. I'd forgotten how it felt to know that there is someone thinking of me. Someone who knows who I am. Someone that I'm connected to.
every moment since that night, I'm reminded of what a gift life is. Is Catherine. From the moment I saw her, she captured my heart with her beauty, her warmth, and her courage. I knew then, as I know now, she would change my life forever.
He comes from a secret place, far below the city streets, hiding his face from strangers, safe from hate and harm. He brought me there to save my life. And now, wherever I go, he is with me in spirit. For we have a bond stronger than friendship or love. And although we cannot be together, we will never, ever be apart.
You would never have been able to indict Max Avery without his testimony.
If he wants a key to the city, I suggest he talk to the mayor.
Mr. Maxwell, I already have the key to the city, and you'd be amazed how few doors it unlocks.
All we're asking is that something be done about Luz Corrales.
I wasn't aware it was against the law to oppose Elliot Birch.
Miss Chandler's right. I sympathize with your frustration, Mr. Birch, but it's not the province of this office to embroil itself in politics.
Do you know how much Elliot Birch pays this city every year in taxes?
I don't think that's the issue here at all. Look, we're getting nowhere. Mr. Roth, would you mind stepping outside just for a minute?
Elliot, I don't think that's wise.
I do. Please. Look, I recognize that Birch Tower is controversial. I'm not asking you to silence my critics.
You could have fooled me.
Let him say his piece, Joe.
Thank you, Miss Chandler. Lawsuits, pickets, newspaper editorials we can deal with, but when the opposition resorts to sabotage, to theft of equipment, harassment...
I can't believe Luz would condone that sort of thing.
Max Avery has far fewer scruples. I took him down, and he's returning the favor.
All right, Mr. Birch, we'll look into it. If we find that Avery's the cause of your troubles, we'll see what we can do.
That's all I ask. Thank you. Thanks for the help in there.
It's our job. You have the same rights as anyone else.
Still, I appreciate it. I mean, you know, especially since you agree with Luz.
I'm not your enemy, Elliot. I just think your tower is a bad idea.
Well, I'd love an opportunity to change your mind.
Why? The work has started. You already have your permit. It's going up with or without my approval.
That's true enough, but I would like your approval regardless.
I'll listen. I owe you that much.
I wasn't sure you'd still be here at this hour.
This is early. Most nights I don't go home at all. I hate to sleep. It's such a waste of precious time.
We all need to sleep, Elliot. We need to dream.
I know about dreams. Here. What do you see?
$3 billion.
No. This is the stuff that dreams are made of.
You've built skyscrapers before?
They were just buildings. This... I've waited my whole life to build this tower. Look at it. It's 152 stories. Offices and apartments and shops, theaters, botanical gardens, 9 restaurants, a 6-story waterfall in the atrium. It's a city within a city, Kathy.
Restaurants and a waterfall won't make it any less
Large?
It's going to impact on the lives of thousands of people. It'll change the neighborhood, the city.
Change isn't always bad, Kathy. Let me show you something. There are 3 of my buildings in that shot. Can you point them out? Don't worry, neither can I. I remember the first time I saw the skyline in New York. Empire State, Chrysler Building. I looked at them and I knew that this is where I belonged. This was a town where anything was possible. This town made me what I am, Kathy. And now I'm gonna give something back.
Your world and mine. She tells our stories on these walls. Reminds us that we are all a part of one great city.
It's lovely, Vincent.
She must be an extraordinary woman to take bare gray walls and fill them with so much color and beauty.
Elizabeth is a mystery even to us. No one knows when she left the world above or why. She refuses to speak of such things. Now these explosions have grown louder and closer. Most excavations stop well above our level, but this new tower sinks its roots deep into the earth, deeper than any building has ever gone before.
The Purge Tower.
Ours estimates that they'll break through in less than a week. We're helpless to stop this tower, but if it's not stopped, Father thinks it could be the end of our world.
Who's there? Vincent. Well, come closer, child. Come see what I'm doing.
It's as if you saw it with your own eyes.
I did. In a way. You're not my only visitor, you know. Mouse brings me my paints. Sometimes Mary comes, or Sarah. They tell me stories, and I put the stories on the wall. So it's not magic after all. I leave that kind of thing to Narcissa.
I think you have your own magic, Elizabeth.
So, have you come to tell me a new story, or did Father tell you to carry me off?
No one will take you anywhere you don't wish to go. But the lower chambers are safer, and full of empty walls calling out for your art.
Rock walls? No, those walls are no good, child. Not smooth like these.
The blasting.
I know all about the blasting. It makes no never mind. I'm not finished. You have to finish what you start.
Father believes these tunnels could collapse any day now. You could be killed.
This is my life, Vincent. Here, on these walls. You didn't think I was going to live forever, did you, child?
The excavation will reveal at least 4 levels, possibly 5 or 6. And even if we start sealing up all the surrounding tunnels today, there's no way to minimize the exposure.
No. Relocation is the only answer.
You know as well as I do that Elizabeth will never agree to relocate. We can't just wash our hands of her.
Well, Sarah, what would you have us do?
Take her to someplace safe. It's for her own good.
She does not wish to go.
The painted tunnels aren't safe. She could be crushed, buried alive.
She knows that. But she will not leave her work.
Then she must be made to leave. The paintings are beautiful, yes, but they're not worth her life.
Elizabeth says they are her life. Who are we to tell her that she's wrong?
Yes, but we cannot stand by idly and let a woman die.
No one dies. Figured it out.
Do you have a plan, Mouse?
Good plan. Better than good. Better than better. Can't build where there's water. Flood the foundation, that's all. Make them stop.
How do you propose to do that?
Underground river runs here. Break through the wall, dig a channel, move the water here, here, and here. Water won't run uphill, have to make it.
Mouse, have you any conception how many man-hours it would take to divert an underground river?
Better start right now.
No, I'm sorry, Mouse, but I'm afraid your plan is impossible.
Your heart does you credit. But Father's right.
Oh, look what you made me do. I had just broken into the Pentagon computer. I was going to disarm all the warheads. Now I'm back to square one.
I could swear that looked like a home shopping program.
If nuclear war breaks out this afternoon, it's all your fault. I suppose you want to know about Luz Corrales?
Yeah. I went to law school with Luz. We weren't exactly friends, but I can't picture her getting involved with scum like Max Avery.
The machine says Luz is so clean she squeaks. lives modestly, takes care of her aged mother, rides the subway. Not so much as a parking ticket.
Why do I get the feeling you're about to drop the other shoe?
Her group had maybe 350 dues-paying members 6 months ago. Now they got nearly 1,000. And how does $50,000 in recent anonymous donations strike you?
I haven't seen her since we took the bar. Maybe it's time for a reunion.
Luz?
Yeah. Hi. I appreciate your coming on such short notice.
Yeah, well, you got me curious. It's been a long time since law school. Nice place you got here.
Thank you. Come in. Can I get you something to drink? A glass of wine?
A beer would be nice.
Beer it is. You've been doing good work. Seems like every week I see your name in the paper.
Yeah, well, you gotta keep the headlines coming, otherwise the contributions dry up. So, Catherine, how are things at your daddy's law firm?
I left my father's firm a year ago. I'm with the DA now. I wanted to talk to you about Birch Tower.
I didn't think this was just for old time's sake. We don't call it the tower, you know. To us, it's the monster. It's gonna devour that whole neighborhood.
You know, Birch's people have studies to prove the whole area will be revitalized.
Sure, all the sidewalk hustlers and bag ladies will be revitalized to another part of the city. All the discount stores will be revitalized into boutiques. The rent for 5 blocks around will be revitalized right through the roof, and all the old people and black people and brown people will be revitalized into yuppies. Never mind, though. There's gonna be a waterfall in the lobby. It'll make everything okay.
Well, excavation's already underway. I mean, how can you hope to stop it now?
We're gonna take Elliot Birch to court. Class action suit on behalf of the whole neighborhood. We could use a donation.
You've been getting a lot of donations lately. Aren't you concerned about where they're coming from?
Money's money. Pays for the legal fees, buys the ads. Our landlord gets a bit testy if we don't pay the rent on the storefront.
Our office is concerned that this money is coming from Max Avery.
What are you saying? That we're taking dirty money? Look, I think I've heard enough.
Luz, all I'm saying is be careful. Sometimes our commitment can blind us.
Since when did you know anything about commitment? Did you buy some with your daddy's credit card? Maybe you didn't deserve that. I don't know. We'll look into it. I don't like being used. Thanks for the beer.
You're welcome.
Listen, Jamie has just returned. She tells me she's found a whole series of chambers 600 feet down, near the Whispering Gallery. Maybe we should go and take a look.
I know those chambers. When the rains are heavy, they're likely to flood. Oh, my God. And, of course, if we get below the level of the pipes, we'll have no communication. It's all being taken away from us, Vincent. The work of lifetimes. Everything we built. Lost. What's lost can be found again. Built again. As long as we have each other, our world will survive. I wish I could believe that.
Got 3 kinds of green, yellow, lots of orange.
Oh, good. I was almost out of orange. Thank you, Mouse. You're a dear child. Look what they've done. It's not fair. They have no right.
Going to stop it. Look. Just another stupid tower. Got plenty up top. Don't need this one. I'll fix it.
But it's so big. How can you stop it?
Vincent's not the only one who can do things. You'll see. Good as done.
Don't worry!
Elizabeth.
Hello, child. So this is where you live. It's very sweet. I had one of these once. Oh, it was a long time ago, but I remember. Only mine was silver.
Elizabeth, we're both delighted to see you. But
But I never leave my paintings, do I? And you can't imagine why I'm here. But I'm not so old as all that, you know. And I get around better than some when I've a mind to.
So tell me, why are you here now?
Mouse, the dear child, he went off to help me. And I tried to go back to work. But I can't stop fretting about him. He's a rather odd boy, have you noticed? And it's such a large tower. I'm just not sure that he's going to be...
Do you have any idea where he's gone?
Up, you know. To stop that damn blasting.
Elizabeth.
Thank you.
Hold it. Spread them. This way.
Birch's men are holding Mouse. They caught him at the excavation. He was trying to help stop the tower.
Was he arrested?
There were no police.
That's something, anyway. I'll see what I can do. Don't worry, Vincent.
Let me take the little puke outside. I'll get the truth out of him.
There's no need. I'm sure our friend is going to be reasonable. So your name is Mouse. Who sent you?
Nobody.
What's this for?
Makes things sweet.
Is that so? And I suppose this is for making pottery. Mister, you're not fooling anybody. You think we don't know plastic explosives? You were going to sugar a few gas tanks, set off an explosion or two. Do you have any idea how much trouble you're in?
I want to go.
You're not going anywhere. Maybe we need to start all over again. What is your real name?
Do you have any idea how much that equipment cost, Simons? Listen, if he'd done any serious damage, we'd... He what? Wait a minute. First you're telling me he's some dimwit dressed like he just escaped from Mauritania. Now you're telling me he wants to talk to his attorney? Catherine Chandler, I'll get back to you. Would you mind telling me what the hell's going on?
Your security people are exceeding their authority. That's what's going on.
They apprehended a trespasser.
Fine. Then call the police and have him charged with trespassing. And you better cross your fingers he doesn't sue you for false imprisonment.
Here. You call the police.
Let him go, Elliot. He won't bother you again, I promise.
He asked for you. He doesn't know the name of the President of the United States, but he knows your name. Now, I find that just a little curious.
Please just let him go. No harm was done. What good would it do you to have him arrested?
I might get a few answers. And a few months ago, you came to me. You needed my help, but you couldn't explain why. Trust me, you said. Well, trust is a two-way street. If you want me to let this person go, then trust me enough to answer some of my questions.
You can't barter for trust, Elliot. And I can't tell you what you want to know. I made a promise.
Well, then why should I let him go?
Because I'm asking you to.
Well, the first thing we have to do is take whatever steps are necessary to raise the bail money. We all have items of some value which we can exchange for money in the world above, and we can call upon our helpers. Yes.
Catherine will not fail us.
You know, I blame myself for this, Vincent. I should have been stricter. Mouse is such a wild spirit. There's no telling how much damage will occur to him in one of their jails.
Whatever happens, Mouse will survive. He survived for years by himself. A shadow, moving among us, taking bits of food, watching us.
Until you caught him. I remember the way he kicked and screamed. Oh, Catherine, what's happened to Mouse?
Here?
Kathy, we have to thank you. Mouse? Well, I hope this experience has taught you a lesson.
Yes.
Good.
Shouldn't get caught.
Come here a minute, will you? Come along, come with me. It is time you and I had a long, long talk. Now, I'm not annoyed that you got caught. I am just annoyed that you were in a place where you could get caught.
Now, what I mean to say is it's totally unacceptable to me that you should be in such a vulnerable position.
Your heart is full of turmoil.
It's Elliot.
It was so easy when I thought I was falling in love. And even easier when I was certain he was evil. But now...
Now you see him as he truly is. Good and bad. Strong and weak. Capable of great deeds and great wrongs. A human being.
Yes, with human feelings. I feel like I'm trading on his feelings. Elliot. What are you doing here? Do you know what time it is?
Almost dawn? That's okay. I mean, as long as it's not too late. I couldn't sleep. I need to talk.
Come on in.
Thanks.
It's been a long night for both of us. I have to be at work in a few hours. I could make us some coffee.
I could use some.
Instant okay?
Anything's fine. I don't care. I can never get enough of the city. Thanks. God, how beautiful she looks. You know, you ought to be able to see the tower way to the south about in there.
Elliot, you're not here to talk about the tower. What is it?
I've never quite felt like this before. After I released your friend, my security chief called me up and very politely asked me if I'd lost my mind.
You did the right thing.
Yeah, I seem to be making a habit of that because of you. Kathy, I'm in love with you. I've had other relationships, but from the very first moment that I set eyes on you, I knew you were different. And then when you walked out of my life, that was really different. And, I wanted you twice as much.
Because you couldn't have me. That's obsession, Elliot. That's not love.
At first, yes. But then when you came to me and you needed my help, right then I knew that I could make you mine. I know desperation when I see it. When somebody has something I want, I take it. I mean, I go for the win. It's what I do. It's what I am. No, it's what I've become. But not that day. Why?
Because you're a decent man who couldn't turn his back on a friend.
I don't have any friends, Kathy. Somewhere, on the way up, friends became inconvenient.
Love can be pretty inconvenient, too.
You don't have to tell me that. You think I wanted to be this out of control? I feel like a 14-year-old boy. Confused and awkward and scared, and I'm never scared. Kathy, I don't allow myself to be scared. You know, despite everything, I'd rather be here with you now than any place else on earth. There's nothing I can do about the past. But there's plenty that we can do about the future together. Kathy, I'm asking you to marry me.
Elliot.
Don't say anything. Not now. All I ask is that you think about it seriously after you've had a little sleep.
Sleep won't change anything.
It might. Give me that much at least. I didn't ask for this, Kathy. But it is real. And I do love you. And I'd do anything in the world to make you happy. If you give me the chance. I've waited my whole life to build this tower.
We're helpless to stop this tower.
And I do love you.
Father thinks it could be the end of our world.
And I'd do anything in the world to make you happy.
Could be the end of our world.
To make you happy.
Could be the end of our world.
Kathy, I'm asking you to marry me.
Luz, what's wrong? You know damn well. I hope you're proud.
I don't know anything about this.
The hell you don't. You set us up, launched some bogus investigation, then leaked it to the press. I know how the game's played.
Well, it doesn't say that you're guilty of anything, only that we're investigating.
Well, that's enough. Who's gonna give money to a community group that's being investigated by the district attorney? Even our attorneys are backing off. We're gonna have to drop the class action. Congratulations, you just gave Elliot Birch his monster.
I wouldn't be quite so self-righteous if I were you, Miss Corrales. We've been running background checks on some of your new members. So far, we found about 70 with ties to Max Avery. And there's still a lot of names on that list.
I should have known. Your kind all sticks together, right? The old boys network. Only now they let a few little girls play, too.
Next time they need a name for a hurricane, I know what I'm going to suggest. Oh.
Catherine, no.
I have to. It's the only way.
With Luz discredited, nothing stands in the way of the tower. Elliot leaked the story, I'm sure of it. Luz stood in his way, so he removed her and used me to do it.
How can you even consider a union with such a man?
He's a human being. Strong and weak, good and bad. You said so yourself, Vincent. And he loves me as much as a man like Elliot can love.
But you do not love this man.
No. But there is more at stake than just me here. The painted tunnels, Elizabeth, Father in the house, all the children who have found safety below, and you most of all. Vincent, you have risked your life for me 100 times. How can I stand by and watch your world be destroyed when I have the power to save it?
I cannot allow you to sacrifice yourself in such a way.
I'm sorry, Vincent, but it's not your decision. I'm going to marry him. I have to.
I don't care what we did on the last project. Listen, code isn't good enough. I want this building to stand for hundreds of years. Yeah. Send her in. Out. I'll deal with you later. Catherine, you didn't take very long. I didn't expect you to come.
Yes, Elliot. I'll marry you.
Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, you won't be sorry. Listen, we'll go anywhere you want in the world for the honeymoon. Once I finish the tower...
I want you to halt construction on the tower.
Stop the tower. If this is a joke...
No joke. You say you love me. You'll do anything for me.
Kathy, no. You don't understand. The tower is the most important thing in my life besides you. I mean, the two of us up on top watching dawn break over Manhattan together with you beside me.
No, it can't be.
Yes.
It's just a building, Elliot. People are more important than buildings. More important than dreams, even. And if you pick up that phone and stop the tower right now, then I know you believe that, too. And then I'll marry you and trust you.
I can't.
I understand.
Boy, you look rotten. Someone just run over your puppy?
Something like that.
But you want to look at this Corolla stuff. Almost 200 ringers. Who'd have believed it? I've been sniffing up the paper trail to see who signs the checks, but looks like Avery knows how to cover his tracks.
They were drawing paychecks? We got a court order freezing Avery's assets. Where's he getting the money?
Cayman Islands, some kind of holding company.
Max Avery wouldn't know the Cayman Islands from Staten Island. Joe, we've been conned. It's not Max Avery who's been paying people to sign up with...
Thank you.